If you're going to be a leader in policing in today's society, you've got to understand technology.
I'm a true believer in digital evidence and how it actually affects cases, how not only it helps solve crimes but assists in prosecutions.
I'm the Chief of Police of the Hampton Police Division in Virginia. Virtually everything that we deal with today has some type of digital evidence or touches cyber in some way. I don't care if it's a homicide or if it's a robbery or if it's a burglary.
Digital evidence is playing a role in just about every major investigation, and it's playing a larger role in each one of them. And it takes people that understand this well to be able to do those real deep dives and get the real understanding as to what is going on with these digital devices, and it's only expanding.
The amount of crime that is occurring out there where technology is a component touches every category of crime that I've seen in my 10 years. A lot of cops fear change. Technology is always changing. They have to be comfortable in recognizing that they may not know all the answers, and that's okay, but be comfortable to ask.
You know, that's why I think the Cyber Center is so important, not only for police agencies, but also for prosecutors and things along those lines.
When we started conceptualizing the Law Enforcement Cyber Center, we wanted it so that it was ever evolving, but also it met its different audiences. And the LECC has it tiered so that it meets different audiences, such as law enforcement, prosecutors, so on and so forth. And so anybody who's trying to start in can point to that. It can explain what it is actually there and what resources are out there, what training's out there, what mechanisms they can use. So it takes away some of the veil of, or pull back the curtain of mystery and realize, you know, it's not actually overwhelming. And this is something that, if you're interested in, you can do.
So unlike traditional prosecution, where you have a witness and you have physical evidence that someone can, you can take, you can touch, you can feel, digital evidence, digital prosecutions are different. The approach has to be different. The approach has to be very front-heavy. And that has to come from both police officers and prosecutors communicating early on in an investigation, not in a post-arrest, but in an investigation.
Having the properly skilled and trained examiners to be able to get that evidence out of those devices, to be able to fully get the information to our investigators so they can actually use it in their investigations. All the while doing it in a forensic nature that will be able to be introduced and authenticated, and it will stand up to the rigors of a cross-examination in court.
I think where we have to evolve in the academies is we need to be thinking about cybercrime as part of the core basic law enforcement training. And we need to have components that bring up awareness of what is cyber, because cyber is much broader than just cybercrime.
And that is not just for people who are considered experts who are doing it, but the frontline officer is important too, because they need to have proper seizure, identification, preservation of the evidence. Otherwise, some of it is very ephemeral. It'll disappear very quickly if you don't properly seize it.
An ever-changing field that we're in, and I can go to 16 different websites to look for 16 different trainings from 16 different either vendors, organizations, nonprofits, government agencies, NGOs, or I can go to the Cyber Center and I have it aggregated in the calendar, which makes it much easier to find. Like I said, I also use it to tell people that maybe are unfamiliar with it or looking for more information about digital evidence, to say, I can explain this to you. I could give you the quick 5-minute explanation. Inevitably, you're going to turn around and have more questions. Go to Cyber Center, check it out. Chances are there's going to be an article, there's going to be a resource, there's going to be a web page, there's going to be something that's there that will help you develop whatever answer you need. I also use that for policy development and understanding to tell people that, hey, we're starting a digital forensics unit, or we need a policy on how to deal with digital evidence. Go to Cyber Center, go to Cyber Center, go to Cyber Center, figure it out there. Yeah.